Hello po! Welcome to the very first episode of Musika Hiwaga Asian Music Edition. Ako nga po pala si Sir Jason Dedal, pero pwede nyo rin po akong tawaging Sir Deds. Isa po akong singer-songwriter, recording artist, and of course, a music teacher. First of all, if you're new to this channel, it would be so nice if you can support me po by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video so it gets recommended to more people. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you would know when there's no content coming. For today's episode, we are bound to discover and experience one of the unique music cultures from Southeast Asia. Kung ready ka na, aba, tara na! Ang Southeast Asia ay binubuo ng 11 countries. Ito ay nahahati sa dalawang grupo o rehiyon. The first one is the mainland region, which includes Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Kaya tinawag natin tong mainland region ay dahil kung susuriin, ang kalupaan ng mga nasabing bansa ay magkakadikit at walang gaanong namamagitang anyo ng tubig sa mga ito. The other one is called the island or maritime region, na binubuo naman ng mga bansang Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei, East Timor or Timor-Leste, and of course, our very own Philippines. Ito naman ay tinawag nating island o maritime region dahil ang mga bansang ito ay pulo-pulo or puro kapuluan o yung tinatawag nating archipelago. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga bansang napaliligiran o may namamagitang anyong tubig. Malaki ang influence ng music sa buhay ng mga taga-Timog Silangang Asya at ito'y makikita sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay lalo noon. In fact, ang music ng Southeast Asia ay mapapansin na palaging may kinalaman sa iba't ibang seremonya o ritual na konektado sa ating mga paniniwala, relihiyon, kasaysayan at sa kultura at tradisyon. Now let's talk about the traditional music of Cambodia and a bit of its history. Malaki ang impluwensya ng kasaysayan sa art music ng Cambodia. Nakilala ang music ng Cambodia worldwide noong 1960s hanggang sa nagkaroon ng tinatawag na Khmer Rouge sa pangunguna ng diktador na si Pol Pot. Isang brutal na rehimeng namuno sa Cambodia at nagdulot ng dramatic political problems sa bansa. Dahil sa kagustuhan niyang i-remake ang bansa or gumawa ng bagong version ng Cambodia, ito'y nagbunga ng pagkasira ng kanilang arts and music. Karamihan ng mga cultural institutions nila ay sinunog at winasak. Maraming mga tao, pati na ang mga artists and musicians ang pinapatay. In fact, umabot sa 2.2 million ang mga namatay. Pati na ang mga intellectual people ay pinapatay din sa takot na maaari silang magsimula ng pag-aalsa o revolusyon against Pol Pot. Umabot din sa punto na even yung mga mukhalang intellectual na tao dahil lang nakasalamin sila o kaya naman ay basta mukha ka lang talagang matalino or matapang, basta ikaw ay potential threat, pinapatay din. Marami rin ang namatay dahil sa gutom o sakit dahil na rin sa sobrang kahirapan, especially during that time dahil pati ang kanilang currency ay sinubukan din baguhin ni Pol Pot na nagdulot ng pagbagsak ng kanilang ekonomiya. Ang masaklap na pangyayaring ito ay tinawag na Cambodian Genocide. If you want to know more about this, just follow the links na makikita nyo sa description below. Going back, despite these dramatic political problems, dahil na rin sa resilience ng Cambodians, ang kanilang music and other art forms ay muling na-revive and eventually, it began to flourish again. And isa nga sa mga pinaka-significant forms of music nila ay tinatawag na Pinpeat. Ang Pinpeat ay isang Cambodian musical ensemble or an orchestra na usually nag-a-accompany sa mga ceremonial music sa royal courts at sa mga templo. Their music has always been part of their court dances, masked plays, shadow plays, and religious ceremonies tulad na lamang ng mapapanood sa video na ito. If you're still watching and if you're learning so far, please let me know what you think about this episode by leaving your comments. Now, I'd like to talk about some of the most popular instruments that make up a Pinpeat. But I want to challenge you more, especially your listening skills. So we will do it in a form of a fun musical activity. The question is, are you up for this challenge? I bet you are since you're still watching. So let's do this. These are the instruments that make up a Pinpeat. So here's what you need to do. Tutukuyin nyo lamang kung alin sa mga instrumentong ito ang maaaring lumilikha ng bawat tunog na inyong maririnig. Remember, careful listening is the key. Alright, let's now listen to the first sound. Which among these instruments produces this sound? If you answered Skorthom, you got it right. Ang Skorthom ay isang percussion instrument na may two barrel-like drums at ito ay ginagamitan ng isang pares ng wooden drumsticks. Ito ay classified as a membranophone dahil ito ay nagpo-produce ng sound primarily by way of a vibrating stretched membrane or animal skin. Membranophones can produce sound generated by striking, rubbing, or blowing against a stretched membrane. Ready for the second sound? Let's hear it. Which instrument do you think can produce this sound? Kung ang sagot mo ay Samphor, tama ka. Ang Samphor ay isang double-headed barrel drum na indigenous sa Cambodia. So it has two heads with one drum head being larger than the other. Unlike Skorthom, na kailangan ng isang pares ng wooden drumsticks, ang Samphor po ay pinapatunog gamit lamang ang mga kamay at daliri. Just like Skorthom, it is also classified as a membranophone. Alright, 2 down, 3 more to go. Let's now listen to the third sound. Which among these 3 instruments can produce this sound? If you answered Chhing, you're correct. Ang Chhing ay isang maliit na bowl-shaped finger cymbals na gawa sa makapal na bronze. Ito naman ay classified as an idiophone, which refers to any musical instrument that produces sound primarily by the vibration of the instrument itself, without the use of air, strings, or membranes. Other examples of idiophones are the bamboo xylophone, Gabbang, na matatagpuan sa southern Philippines. Tongatong from the Kalinga province. And the Philippine Jews harp, commonly known as Kubing in the south and Ulibaw in the north. Now, let's proceed to the fourth sound. Between Roneat and vong, which is most likely to produce this sound? The correct answer is Roneat. Ang Roneat ay isang wooden xylophone na kadalasang ginagamit sa Khmer classical music ng Cambodia. Ito ay merong 21 na makakapal na bamboo or hardwood bars played with wooden drumsticks, and it also belongs to the classification idiophone. And ang natitirang instrument ay ang kong vong. Kong vong is a traditional Cambodian percussion instrument having numerous gongs attached together onto a circular rack that goes around the player. For you to appreciate it more, let's watch this short video. Ang kong vong ay isa lamang sa maraming traditional Khmer percussion instruments na kadalasang ginagamit sa mga occasions such as religious ones. If you notice, it produces a light and melodious sound. It can also be heard during classical dances, court dances, and shadow plays. Kong vong belongs to the classification idiophone. There you have it! I hope you enjoyed this episode and that you learned something valuable today. Once again, I am Sir Deds and this is Musika Hiwaga Asian Music Edition. See you on the next episode.